God is so much more than we can even begin to imagine. By definition, we are a part of God. Our mind is a part of God. As much as our mind can imagine is only the tip of the iceberg. By definition. And so begin to open yourself. Begin to think and live not only from your mind, but from your heart, because your heart is the place that knows God. And we can't know the totality of God, but we can know more of God through our heart than we can ever know through our minds. Now, in the evolution of consciousness, we often talk about the Bible. In the beginning was the Old Testament. In the beginning was the God, Jehovah God, who people believed, obey God and you'll be blessed, disobey God and you'll be cursed, so that, the guy in the sky with the long white beard, the one we see the picture of, that's Jehovah God. But the Bible is the story of the evolution of human consciousness. And so it's taken us all the way through the Old Testament, then into the New Testament, where the New Covenant, Jesus Christ, has said, no, it's about love, you guys. You got it. God is love. God is closer than your very breath. Love is what it's all about. And that's absolutely true. And just as we've evolved in consciousness that way, we're also evolving in consciousness in another way. And in the very first stage of consciousness, it's about physical force. And we've all done this. I am going to make this happen. I'm going to do everything I know how to do. I'm going to get up early and work hard all day. I am going to make being the key word, make it happen. Anybody ever done that? Okay, a couple people. Now, the second stage is I'm going to think it to happen. Okay? And this is really where new thought, all of new thought, hangs out here. And we are going to use the power of our mind to create it, to manifest it. So we're not using our physical force, but we're still using our mental force. Okay, breathe with me here, because most of us are still hanging out here. It's just where our world is right now, and especially in the new thought world. We are going to use the power of our thought to make it happen exactly like we want it to happen. Amen. Now, please. Thank you, God. Right? And sometimes that works. And it works for a lot of years, and then one day it doesn't work anymore. Anybody have that experience yet? A couple of us have had that experience. Yeah, it doesn't work anymore because we're evolving to a new consciousness. And that new consciousness is no longer using our minds as the primary focal point, but allowing our mind and our intellect to be subservient to our heart, which is our higher self, our divine self, our divinity, our potential, and moving from our heart. And that place becomes a place of co-creation. It becomes a place of not making or forcing or manifesting or visualizing or treasure mapping or affirming or denying. And there's nothing wrong with any of those, but it becomes a place of allowing. Becomes a place of allowing that Spirit of God that you are so clearly open to move through you, to move as you into the world. And it only comes from the place of your heart, your deeper, higher heart. Now, I'm not talking about your emotional heart. Many of us think it's our emotional heart. That's not the same place. The spiritual heart is the heart of God. Is the very heart of God. It's that place where we are connected, where we are one with. It is that place that we are divine beings. Being the key here. So we're moving from being doing to being. We're moving from human doings to human beings. We're moving to a place in consciousness. So whether you're there individually or collectively or not, it doesn't matter. This is what's happening on the planet right now. We are moving from a consciousness of doing to a consciousness of being, and from that place of being, allowing all that we desire, our heart's desire, and so much more. And the trick to this allowing is you will have no idea what it looks like. Because it's beyond your mind. It's transcending your mind. It's coming from that deeper place, the soul place. And it's from that place that we will experience magic on this planet. It's from this place that we will experience fulfillment on this planet. Fulfillment is our right. And with fulfillment comes freedom. And with freedom comes an incredible responsibility to listen to Spirit. I'm having the time of my life in this last few months. I'm traveling a lot. I'm listening to Spirit. Spirit is saying, well, go here. And I'm thinking, oh, yeah, I get to settle in. And then Spirit says, go here. Oh, really? Yes, really. Okay, oh, good. I just said it this morning. I get to settle in. That's a warning sign to me now. Whenever I think I get to settle in, it's like, okay, Spirit's going to go, no, now go here. And I know for myself, it's a training ground. It's a training ground for a new level, a whole new level of trust, a whole new level of trusting Spirit. I've trusted Spirit my whole life since, well, not my whole life, but since the early 90s when I came onto my spiritual path in a really big and hard and dynamic way. I came in and I said, okay, God, I will trust. I will trust. If you give me the guidance clearly, I will follow it one step at a time. And so a month or so ago, I was driving. I've been driving for 9 months, but I was driving this one day. I was going from Kansas City to Austin, which is a route that I've made many times. You get on 35, it's actually Excelsior Springs, way up north of Kansas City. You get on 35, and you stay on 35 for 12 hours, and then you get off and you're home. That's how it is. I mean, it's like, okay. So this morning, this one day, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna try a spiritual practice. I don't know where it came from. It just popped in my head. I'm going to follow my GPS. I'm thinking, that seems pretty easy. I get on 35, stay for 12 hours, and get off. Okay, so I get on 35. It's like, a mile from my daughter's house, and I get on 35, and I'm going, and about 2 miles down the road, it says, take the next exit and go north. I'm thinking, wait a minute. Okay, now play with me here a little bit. Okay, wait a minute. I know where I'm going, right? I'm going south on 35 for 12 hours. There's no turns, there's no exits. That's what I'm doing. And I hear this voice, but you said you were going to trust today. Let this be a spiritual practice. I'm like, you're kidding me. No, we're not kidding. Go north. North on 29. Turn in 1.4 miles or whatever it was. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, well, am I really going to trust God? Well, GPS isn't really God, but, it's a spiritual practice. So am I going to trust it? Oh, I don't know. I know where I'm going. I know how to do this. I know how to make my life work. I know how to get to Austin, Texas from Kansas City. I know how to do it. Well, we know you know how to do it. We know you know how to do your life. But how's that working for you? I thought you were wanting to trust Spirit. Are you committed to trusting Spirit or not? I'm hearing these voices in my head, right? I'm like, okay, fine. I'll go north on 29. I didn't have to be anywhere. It's a Friday. I didn't have to be anywhere until Sunday morning. So, I had a few extra hours if I needed it, right? So I go north. I'm like, okay, checking, GPS still working, okay, really, seriously, go north. I go north, okay. And I'm only going north for like 2 miles. And it says, okay, now go west. West? Seriously? Okay, by now I'm committed to trusting my GPS, right? So I'm going west. Okay, well, I think I went south. Anyway, it doesn't matter. 635, and then it says go west on 70. Well, I had come to Kansas City from Denver, so now I am checking my GPS. Are you taking me to Denver? Because I really want to go to Austin, and I know I was just in Denver. Why are you taking me on 70 west? That makes no sense. My GPS says go west on I-70. The voice of Spirit says, you going to trust me or not? Okay, fine. So I'm going west. I'm going all the way to Topeka, still thinking, how in the world am I going to get to Austin, Texas from Colorado? Still thinking it's taking me to Colorado, right? And then it says, okay, take the next left. I don't remember the highway name, but take the left on this highway. And I'm like, oh, now I know where I'm going. I'm like, okay, this has been a really good spiritual practice because I'm working it. I'm working it every step of the way. And I would love to have told you that I said, yes, I trust Spirit, and I don't ever argue. But I can't tell you that. I argued all the way through. And you know what I found out? I missed rush hour traffic through downtown Kansas City in the rain. It was beautiful. And then I turn left on this highway. I think I know where I'm going now, and my GPS quits. It stops. It's dead in the water. I'm serious. It was crazy. I'm like, oh, come on. And I've got something plugged in. I've got it plugged into my lighter, and I'm checking it. It won't come on. And I'm checking it, and I'm, still going back. And, well, maybe I meant to go to Denver, and I'm doing this whole thing. And I was like, and I finally went, oh, surrender. I have a sense that this road will hit me on 35 in about 190 miles or something. So it's like, okay, just surrender. Are you going to trust Spirit now instead of your GPS? I'm like, oh, fine. Okay, I'll trust Spirit now. So I just let it go. I said, okay, I'm not going to look at it for like 30 minutes. You ever do those tricks? Okay, God, I'm going to ignore you for 30 minutes, and when I come back, I want a different answer. And then I get on my phone, and then my phone dies. And then what I discovered is I didn't have my GPS cord plugged into my cigarette lighter. I had my phone cord plugged into the cigarette lighter, and I had this huge spiritual awakening about staying connected. You have to stay connected. You have to stay connected from this moment on, because otherwise you'll get an idea and Spirit will guide you. But if you don't stay connected, you won't get the next turn. You won't know what the next guidance is, and you have to stay connected. You have to stay in your heart. You have to practice your prayer and your meditation. You have to get still and listen. And you have to get out of the way. You have to let go of some of those nets so you can experience directly the Spirit that is God, that is guiding you, that is loving you every moment of every day. I am connected. Together? I am connected. I am the love of God. I am the love of God. I am all I need and infinite possibilities. I am all I need and infinite possibilities through the Spirit of God in me. Through the Spirit of God in me. And that's the truth. God bless you.